Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a topic that quietly shapes extraordinary lives and separates temporary motivation from lasting achievement. We are talking about daily rituals for consistent success. Success is rarely the result of one big moment. More often, it is the outcome of small actions repeated every single day with intention and discipline. Daily rituals are the invisible structure behind visible results. They are not about doing more, but about doing what matters consistently. When you design your days with purpose, you reduce chaos and increase clarity. You stop relying on willpower alone and start building systems that support your goals. Many people chase success by waiting for motivation. The truth is, motivation comes and goes. Rituals remain. A ritual does not depend on how you feel. It exists whether you are inspired or tired. That is why rituals are powerful. They create momentum even on difficult days. Your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. How you begin your day often determines how you think, act, and respond to challenges. A successful day does not start with rushing or reacting. It starts with intention. Even a few minutes of quiet focus can shift your mindset from reactive to proactive. Consistency does not require perfection. It requires commitment. Missing a day does not mean failure. Giving up does. Daily rituals are about showing up again and again, even when progress feels slow. Over time, these small actions compound into extraordinary outcomes. Clarity is a foundational ritual. Taking time each day to remind yourself of your priorities keeps you aligned. When you know what matters most, distractions lose their power. A clear mind leads to focused action, and focused action leads to results. Writing things down is a simple yet powerful ritual. When you put thoughts on paper, you give them structure. Writing goals, intentions, or reflections helps you process experiences and learn from them. This daily habit builds self-awareness and direction. Movement is another essential ritual for success. Physical activity energizes the body and sharpens the mind. You do not need intense workouts to benefit. Even consistent, gentle movement improves focus, mood, and resilience. A healthy body supports a productive mind. Mental input matters. What you consume daily shapes your thinking. Successful people are intentional about what they allow into their minds. Reading, listening to educational content, or engaging with positive ideas daily strengthens your mindset and expands your perspective. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Taking time at the end of the day to reflect helps you identify what worked and what did not. Reflection creates growth. Without it, days blur together and lessons are lost. With it, every day becomes a teacher. Gratitude is a ritual that rewires your mindset. When you consistently acknowledge what is going well, you train your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. Gratitude builds emotional resilience and keeps you grounded even when challenges arise. Rest is not a reward, it is a requirement. Consistent success depends on sustainable energy. Prioritizing rest allows you to show up fully each day. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Balance is a strategy for longevity. Planning is a daily ritual that reduces overwhelm. When you plan your day, you make decisions in advance instead of reacting in the moment. Planning gives you control over your time and ensures that important tasks are not overshadowed by urgent distractions. Focus is a skill developed through ritual. Setting aside uninterrupted time for deep work strengthens concentration. In a world full of distractions, the ability to focus is a competitive advantage. Even short periods of focused effort can produce meaningful progress. Self-discipline grows through small promises kept. When you follow through on daily rituals, you build trust with yourself. That trust becomes confidence. Confidence fuels further action. This cycle is the foundation of consistent success. Your environment supports or sabotages your rituals. Creating a space that encourages focus and calm makes consistency easier. Small adjustments to your surroundings can remove friction and make positive habits more natural. Mindfulness is a ritual that brings presence to your actions. Being fully engaged in what you are doing improves quality and reduces stress. Mindfulness helps you respond thoughtfully instead of reacting emotionally. This awareness enhances both performance and well-being. Learning is a lifelong ritual of successful individuals. Curiosity keeps your mind flexible and open. When you commit to learning something new each day, you stay adaptable in a changing world. Growth becomes a daily practice rather than a distant goal. Consistency thrives on simplicity. Overloading your routine leads to burnout. Choose rituals that are realistic and meaningful. It is better to do a few things well every day than many things occasionally. Your rituals should align with your values. When actions reflect what you truly care about, consistency becomes easier. Alignment creates intrinsic motivation. You are no longer forcing yourself forward. You are moving naturally in the direction that matters to you. Progress is often invisible in the beginning. Daily rituals teach patience. They remind you that growth happens gradually. Trusting the process is essential. Results come to those who persist even when outcomes are not immediately visible. Challenges test your commitment to rituals. On difficult days, rituals provide stability. They offer something familiar to hold on to when everything else feels uncertain. This stability builds resilience and emotional strength. Accountability can strengthen consistency. Sharing your goals or tracking progress increases awareness. Accountability is not about pressure. It is about clarity and honesty with yourself. Daily rituals also include mental boundaries. Protecting your time and energy allows you to focus on what truly matters. Saying no to distractions is often necessary to say yes to success. Positive self-talk is a ritual that shapes confidence. The way you speak to yourself daily influences your beliefs. Encouraging language builds momentum. Critical language creates resistance. Choose words that support growth. Success is personal. Your rituals should reflect your unique goals and circumstances. Avoid comparing your routine to others. What matters is what works for you and supports your vision. Evening rituals prepare you for tomorrow. Winding down intentionally improves sleep and mental clarity. A calm end to the day creates a strong beginning for the next. Adaptability is part of consistency. Life changes, and your rituals may need to evolve. Adjusting does not mean abandoning. It means refining your approach to stay aligned with your current reality. Confidence grows from repeated action. Each day you honor your rituals, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of following through. This belief becomes self-sustaining. Discipline creates freedom. When your days are guided by intentional rituals, you experience less stress and more clarity. You are no longer reacting to life, you are directing it. Momentum is built one day at a time. Daily rituals create a rhythm that carries you forward. When action becomes routine, progress becomes inevitable. Your identity is shaped by what you do consistently. When you practice successful habits daily, you begin to see yourself as someone who follows through. This identity shift reinforces consistency. Patience is essential. Daily rituals are a long-term investment. The benefits compound over time. What seems small today becomes significant tomorrow. Intentional living starts with intentional days. Each ritual is a vote for the life you want to create. Consistency turns intention into reality. You do not need extraordinary circumstances to succeed. You need ordinary days used wisely. Daily rituals transform ordinary moments into building blocks of success. When setbacks occur, return to your rituals. They provide grounding and direction. Progress resumes when consistency returns. Success is not about intensity. It is about sustainability. Daily rituals allow you to move forward without burning out. They support steady, meaningful progress. Awareness keeps rituals purposeful. Regularly evaluate whether your routines still serve your goals. Refinement ensures continued alignment. Small wins matter. Acknowledge daily efforts. Recognition reinforces positive behavior and builds motivation. Growth happens quietly. Daily rituals operate behind the scenes, shaping habits, mindset, and outcomes. Trust their power. Your future is built in your daily actions. Each ritual is a step toward the person you are becoming. Choose those steps intentionally. Consistency creates confidence. Confidence fuels action. Action creates results. Results reinforce belief. This cycle defines success. Daily rituals are acts of self-respect. They demonstrate commitment to your goals and well-being. Showing up for yourself daily is transformative. The path to consistent success is not complicated. It is intentional, it is disciplined, it is built one day at a time. Start where you are, begin with one ritual, commit to it daily, let consistency do the rest. Success is not found in grand gestures. It is built in daily moments of focus, effort, and care. Choose rituals that support your growth. Protect them, practice them, trust them. Your future self is shaped by what you do today. Make today count through intentional daily rituals. Consistency is not about doing everything. It is about doing the right things every day. Build your days with purpose, and success will follow naturally. The journey to consistent success begins now with the choices you make today and the rituals you commit to repeating tomorrow.